So, what movie did you say you ended up watching last night?
Noel.
Noel? Oh. Did you maybe want to talk about it in a video?
Yes, Al.
Hey everybody, I'm Bat Tracy.
Hey guys, Lifestyle here.
And this is Punk Rock Blues.
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
Punk rock bells.
This is day number 1.
I go on.
This is day number 1 of our 25 days of Christmas marathon of things.
We announced it yesterday.
We announced it yesterday. This is episode number 1. I just said that.
December
This
1st.
is Noel. December 1st. The movie is Noel.
It's a new Disney Plus movie.
Yeah. So the backstory: it got released the day that Disney Plus came out. We both watched it separately.
Yeah.
Separate times.
It'll be the
Didn't
only
even know
one on
we
this
each watched
list.
it.
How'd you not know we each watched it?
No, I mean we didn't know we each watched it until both of us were like, "Oh, you watched that?"
That's not true. I knew you watched it instantly.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the story?
The story is that
So basically, it's about Nick and Noel, and they're the
Kringle.
Yeah, they're the sons of Santa Claus.
They're the kids of Santa, and Santa dies, so Nick, played by Bill Hader,
Oh, spoilers for all of these.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen this one, this is a newer movie,
yeah,
so
it's
if you haven't
just
seen
launched,
it.
so go watch it.
Yeah.
Bill Hader is Nick Kringle, who, since he's the adult male, he becomes Santa after Santa's passing.
Anna Kendrick is
Noel,
Yep.
and it just seems like Nick isn't very good at Santa,
He's
so
terrible.
he takes a weekend off to go rest, and he disappears, and Noel has to go find him in a city in the U.S., and just along the way you kind of realize that Noel probably has a little more of the Christmas spirit in her.
Yeah. All right.
I
movie.
loved it.
Did you?
I loved it.
Before we get heavily into the spoiler section and talk about the movie, we're gonna say our ratings. So, what do you rate it?
Out of this scale?
Yeah, I can go first if you want.
No, I can go first. I rated 5 golden rings.
Really, a 5-star movie.
I think it was like, it's kind of the movie we need right now. Like, it's such a great Christmas movie. You know, it's got like the women power part side of it. It's just got wholesome family fun. Can't talk about spoilers yet, so that side plot I'll get into.
I'll give mine real quick.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 French hens.
I knew you thought it was 3 French hens.
That's kind of just average. I liked it.
I thought it was great. There was a lot about it that just, I don't know, it just seemed like a good... I like Christmas movies with like a good North Pole representation. Like, I like just movies
I didn't like
with
the
Santa
elves,
and
though.
stuff.
They were all tall people.
No, they talk about that, because remember he's like, oh, aren't elves supposed to be, and she goes, cute? Like, they
I don't
mention
know.
it.
So the movie, it's got Anna Kendrick, Bill Hader. I really liked Shirley MacLaine as the elf
Don't
Polly.
like her in anything.
I don't know really what she's in, but
She's
I
like
liked
one of
her.
the most famous actors of all time. Kingsley
Oh.
Benadir, he was great.
Yeah.
Billy Eichner, I wanted to like
I
more.
did
We'll
not
get into
like
that.
him in this movie.
We'll get into
I
that.
didn't like him. He
Julie
was like the
Hager.
cousin who takes over the North Pole and wants to turn into like an Amazon Prime service with drones.
It's all nerdy.
Didn't
That's
like
the one.
it.
You're already a Prime member.
Can't say that. Julie Haggerty was Mrs. Kringle, and Brian Brundle was Chris Kringle, who I loved. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page, but he was Santa.
Who?
Brian Brundle. He was
Yeah.
like perfect as Santa.
Yeah, I really liked him. I wish he would have been in the movie more,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Um.
So are we kicking off the plot then?
Oh yeah, we're in wide open spoilers
Yeah.
now.
So Santa does die. Not the
Yeah.
first scene. The
No.
first scene is them as kids and stuff running around with
We're
them.
not gonna go through the whole thing.
Yeah, I
but
know, but
okay,
I'm
what are
saying
some
he
stuff
did.
you really liked? I can
But-
go first because you liked it more.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like the woman power stuff that you mentioned.
Yeah.
How like there's a woman
Because
Santa
it's
Claus.
subtle too.
Yeah.
Because it's like how
I
it's gonna end.
really liked Bill Hader as Nick.
Yeah. He's
I
great.
really liked his comedy with the whole yoga stuff.
Yeah.
I liked the relationship dynamic between both Anna Kendrick, I guess, and Bill Hader, and the detective guy,
And Jake.
and Elf Polly. They were funny. But, I don't know. It just felt like it was just kind of missing something. I don't know. Like, it's kind of just average to me, like a lot of streaming movies.
I loved it because there was.
I did really like the reindeer, too.
Yeah. Oh, the woman empowerment was like very. It wasn't strong. It was subtle. It was like, yeah, she's
Michael
a woman.
Gross was in this?
Yeah. Remember him? He's the one that eats the gavel.
Oh, I didn't
he
even
would
notice
hit the
this.
gavel and he would break it and then eat a little
Oh.
bit. I liked it because the women empowerment wasn't strong. It was subtle. It was like, yeah, she's a woman, but that's not what matters right now. It's just, oh, Christmas, I like Christmas. You know,
Christmas
it wasn't
is
like,
fun.
oh, a woman
Nice.
can't be Santa. They only kind of say, oh, well, we'd have to check the code. You know, it
Yeah.
isn't a big thing. The one that I really like, which is a subtle part of the story, I guess I like the subtle things. I loved the relationship right off the bat. You know, Noelle is going with Nick through, okay, what does it take to be Santa? Well, Santa can understand all languages. Then the first other language she hears or sees is ASL, sign language. I loved that dynamic, how, like, the little girl's sign, and she's like, oh yeah, what's up? I loved that. And maybe it's because my coworker is a major in ASL, and I just see a lot of sign language all the time now, but I thought it was an incredible subplot of, like, just, hey, you know that,
Mhm.
you know, that was awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah,
So, they have a daughter and a son.
yeah,
And then there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And it's a generational Santa thing.
yeah,
And they don't ever leave the North Pole.
yeah.
Are they inbreeding?
No, they just know someone else.
They just know someone
They
else.
just
It's
go
like,
outside and meet the North Pole. There's other citizens in the North Pole.
this family's up to no good.
Nick could have dated the girl that, you know, charged Noelle all the money at the clothing store or whatever.
I think this movie's up to no good.
Dying out of motivation. Like, we gotta talk about the movie. Yeah, so Noelle then, she tells Nick, so Nick, he can't be Santa. He doesn't understand it. You gotta come in.
I really liked the scenes where he was like flipping out about it. He's like, I can't
I
do
don't know,
this.
it's fucking cold. Why is it so cold? Why is it always cold here? Like, it's cold. But, like,
I
so...
like the heat here.
Yeah, so he goes to take a weekend getaway to Phoenix and disappears for like 5 months.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, Noelle goes to find him and she meets Jake, who is a private, a PI, to try to find
Are we going through the whole thing?
I figured we were. You said, what's the plot? And so I'm trying to...
I mean,
we weren't talking about anything. You just got sad. You just went, it's up to no good. And then we stopped talking, and that would just be the end of it. So we need to just talk about the plot and go through it a little bit.
yeah.
So Jake and Noelle, spoilers, because we're for a game, you know, there's a somewhat of a romantic side to them, but it's also,
Mhm.
you know, she's friendly to everyone if they're nice.
Oh, she's super nice. Yeah.
She
And
doesn't
then-
end up with Jake, and it's great.
I know, I
It's
like
so
that.
good.
They're just
'cause-
friends.
Yeah, they're
Just
just
friends.
friends. You know?
I hate romance. It's every movie.
Yeah.
But I really liked how she got the power to tell if people are nice or naughty.
Yeah.
She goes,
the
no,
guy.
you're naughty.
Yeah. Well, it's the guy in the parking lot, and he's like, I need to use the phone. And she goes, well, he's nice.
Yeah.
Him. Go. Him. He's nice. Yeah, their relationship was really good, and even the kid, at first glance, I didn't think the kid was going to become a good actor. One of my favorite characters. Maybe I'm biased. His name was Alex, but I thought he was really good. You know?
He was fine.
I thought he was good. Yeah, they were good contrasts, because you could tell what the grievances of Alex against Jake were as a father-son, because he just wanted
You
to
don't
be
even
the
like
other-
kid actors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I didn't think I would like him, but he was really good.
I didn't think
And
so.
you know, because Alex, he doesn't want Jake to be better or anything.
Mhm.
He just wants Jake to kind of be there, and he's like, he just wants to be a family again, and Jake just keeps not seeing it.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I thought he was good. He obviously liked Noelle, but who wouldn't? It's Noelle. He's fucking Santa Claus is standing in front of her pretty much.
Santa. Is she Santa
She
Claus at the end?
yeah, she becomes the 24th Santa Claus, the generational. You have to become Santa Claus. Yeah.
And then she got a beard.
I was wondering, I figured there would be a line when they're like, well, we'll call, like, they were surprised there wasn't a
Why
line.
didn't she get fat? You're not trying to say anything about it, but
she
like,
doesn't have to be fat. She's remember.
what? The dad was fat.
Yeah, just because you open
And
with Santa.
I thought the whole thing was about he was like, it'll fit you when you fit it, and I was like, okay,
no,
so
you
they
fit
gotta
it
eat.
when it fits you.
It's like, oh, okay, so you gotta eat a bunch of food to get fat.
No,
That's what I assumed it was.
no. Because it meant you fit Santa.
So I was like, Bill Hader's really skinny still. How
Yeah.
is he gonna be Santa?
It's supposed to fit him. You gotta think, Noelle and Nick's dad was Kris Kringle. So that's the Santa we all know. So he
Yes.
would be the big fat guy.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder how old Kringles live to be.
Because remember in Tim Allen's The Santa Claus, he gets fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because he was the 23rd Santa
Yeah.
in 2,000 years, did they say?
I don't know.
I think they said 2,000 years. So I wonder how old they can live to be.
Well, anyway, I don't have much else to say about it, I guess. Do you have any final thoughts?
It was really good.
I just thought, I don't know. I would watch it again, but I wouldn't. Not by
I guess
myself.
we're not running through the plot, but whatever.
I mean, we're pretty much done.
Oh, I didn't know how long these are supposed to be.
The
things I didn't like was
there's
Billy
the one,
Eichner.
the reindeer I mentioned is
No.
she has a pet reindeer. He's
Yeah.
like a little guy.
Yeah,
At the
he's
end,
training. He's a baby.
Yeah, at the end when she becomes Santa Claus,
Yeah.
she's like, "You're the leader of my sleigh," and he's like trying to pull the sleigh,
Yeah.
and all the other reindeer like tap there, and then they
Yeah.
lead off with him. That's heartwarming.
I really liked
stuff.
that aspect where the reindeer were kind of.
They were dicks.
No, they weren't dicks.
They were dicks for a bit.
What are you talking about?
They were dicks.
I
for
just
a
like
bit.
you can tell they're disciplined and almost like militaristic because like everything it's just like
Yeah.
just like, hey go they have to tap their antlers, they have to do the 1-2 I thought that was interesting. The thing I didn't like was Billy Eichner was so disappointing because he wasn't really like a dick.
Yeah, I just didn't like his character.
Yeah.
His performance, I didn't think it was very good.
It's
either.
always
It's kind of like an average thing
It's
for him.
hard to see him be mild mannered. Like that was
Yeah,
always
he's usually very.
that was a thing.
He was pretty subdued.
Yeah, that was a thing in Friends from College where he was the one that didn't like that everyone was crazy, and it's like, but you're the crazy, which is obviously why he's good for the role. But yeah, he just
because he's usually.
because he was just boring because like every scene was him literally reading a notebook, or a tablet, and he'd just be like. Well, yeah, and then we're gonna ship all the presents overnight, and there's only 5,000 good kids. It's
Yeah,
all
he
right.
always have his glasses like here and stuff.
and he's just always reading. Everyone's in vests and stuff. It's a different take on the North Pole, but yeah, it's interesting. But I did really like every time they cut to like the GPS on the sleigh, and like if they were about to land, it would be like crash landing, and everyone would be like, "Whoa!" The animations.
Mhm.
There was little gags like that were really cool.
I did really like Bill Hader in this.
He was really funny. He's sitting there and it's a silent meditation.
Oh, let us know.
And nothing more. I mean, I get it, but like Helen and Dan, they were good together.
Who's Helen?
Helen is the one that worked at the mall, and Dan worked at a Petco.
Oh yeah,
And then they go to
yeah.
Hawaii together. We didn't really see much of that, which
No,
wasn't
they were
really
fun,
needed.
they were fun.
They were fun. We don't really have Petcos here, so I don't know if they must be big down there or just big everywhere else. But I just thought it was weird that like
PetSmart.
we have PetSmart.
Yeah.
I thought it was just weird that Petco was so prevalent in the movie. And people kept asking if we sold reindeer seed. We didn't, so we just started labeling bird seed. Oh, they loved that. Well, we ran out of bird seed, so I don't remember what they switched to then, but they just keep switching foods. He was funny. Every character pretty much had something really funny, I think.
Well, if you have Disney Plus and you watched Noelle, let us know what you thought of it down below.
Yeah.
And let us know what you thought of this episode.
If you didn't see it,
'Cause
then
we're gonna
you
do
shouldn't
25
have
of
watched
these.
this video.
Yeah.
You probably
This far, at least.
Yeah. It's spoilers only, and it's how short of a video. You'd be like, I'll skip this one because we're not going to put spoiler end just for the outro. But yeah, I had fun. We'll work out the kinks tomorrow.
3 French hens.
5 golden rings.
Alright, that was
I want
Noelle.
to do that. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It helps out a lot, especially ring the notification bell so you get all 25 of these. You're Bat Tracy.
Bat Tracy
I've been,
1.
I've been Lexstyle. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightEdgeAtheistTurk and on Twitter at DDDal, and check out my Stardust at Lexstyle.
Follow the channel at Punk Rock Blues on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yep.
I was like, wait, did I say
Usually-
Twitter?
Yeah, you usually say it in a different order. And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. A reminder, we're bringing that Patreon exclusive podcast coming to you soon.
Yeah. And then when we do, I have a really funny skit idea. I told you about it, the new car.
Yeah.
And we're going to put that up on Patreon early
Yeah.
by a week or so.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Pledge to Patreon. Helps us a lot.
it does.
Because we're paying for some of the movies on this list. We have to just
Yeah.
quickly buy to get here in time. So
Yeah.
might be strapped for
We have a
cash.
couple that I think are just funny surprises.
Oh, I cannot wait for the middle. Patreon bonus if you want to watch
Yeah.
a special one of these.
We're going to
For
do a
Stickman.
Patreon, yeah.
That's all. We'll see you tomorrow for 25 days. Oh, no, it's not all.
Should we announce what tomorrow's is at the end of each video?
Sure. I also want to say I'm doing this at the end of every video, or sometime in the video. Completely forgot about it. I'm going to be doing 25 songs of Christmas. Is that the... Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Today's Song of Christmas for the first, I Ain't Dreaming of a White Christmas by Direct Hit. Find it on Spotify or YouTube. Tomorrow's second day of Christmas is... Die Hard.
Which
Oh, I was gonna end it with Die Hard. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's one of my top 50 favorite
Yeah.
films, and you said you've never seen it.
I haven't watched it all the way through. It's like Ken with Tommy Boy. I've seen every scene, but not all the way together. Die Hard tomorrow. See you soon.